Hi, Counselor Colby here. One of the struggles a lot of parents I work with have is getting their kids to comply. They're making these requests. Why won't my kid do things that I ask them to do? They know better. And it gets really tough because then we start to measure how well our parenting is going. We measure how well our kid is doing. We measure how well our relationship with our kid is by their compliance. If they're listening to me and they respond immediately and respectfully, then things are going great. We have a great relationship. I'm a great parent. If they're not, then I'm a bad parent. They're a bad kid. There's lots of conflict and frustration. And so the I'm not saying that what we want to do is move away from compliance because compliance is important, but when compliance is the primary or best measure of immediately complying with me, it means that things are going well. That has lots of trappings and pitfalls. It leads to lots of power struggles in what's going on. It leads to lots of demands, lots of pressure, lots of conflict, and lots of potential for conflict with our kids. So instead of thinking that way as parents of enforcer and looking for compliance, if we make a shift over to more of how am I discipling and training and building up my kid to become a healthier, happier, more productive uh, child and adult and things like that. That's I think the angle that we want to have more of. That I'm here to help my child grow and develop. What that means then is that we work really hard to come alongside our kid when things are not going well. Instead of enforcing like you've got to be on time and you've got to take a bath and you've got to clean your room and why aren't you doing this and really pressuring and looking for that. Instead, we move alongside them and more of how do I help you get your room clean? How can I help you be on time? What is my kid missing in this? Skill wise, ability wise, and understanding and learning. What do they need to be able to get to this place? And so, what this does is this allows us to really be helpful in them. It's no longer their will versus ours. It's now how is it that we together are working on this? How we're together exploring and learning and doing these things. And so it helps us to be seen not as always the enemy for our kids. It helps them to build trust in us that we're looking out for them and their best interests. And it also allows them to come to us when they need something. That when they come to us, they know that we're useful, we're helpful. That when they come to us, they're not afraid of, oh my gosh, I'm in trouble because I'm not doing what my parents want, or I'm afraid of not doing what my parents want. And so that shift is really big and really helpful. It helps lower some stress, helps improve relationships, and helps parents really feel like they have a better direction and more of what they want to be about and helping their kid grow and mature. So if that's interesting to you, feel free to reach out to me. We could talk about this some more.